You are listening to
Radio 7.
Radio 7.
Radio 7.
Young Pictures.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Radio 7, and I'm happy to welcome you again as your host for Young Pictures. I'm Jacopo B, writer and director of Get Schooled, and today we'll talk about branding. A sense of branding is crucial in order for media products to perform well on the market, and it is important to understand what a brand and branding are. The other day, I was looking at an interview with Jeff Madoff. He's a very respected figure in the media. He worked as a director, a producer, and he founded his own company, Madoff Productions. So basically in the interview, he was explaining how a brand is more like a part of the DNA of a company, the DNA of a text, and it represents ideas associated to it. While branding is how the product reaches the audience, how it gets out in the market. So how I've tried to achieve branding in my text is by creating a sense of synergy amongst my three media pieces. In fact, the poster, which is something that is more likely to act as the first hook for my audience, the first thing that makes them interested and raises awareness, also contains the address of the website. This allows people to access a platform where they can get more detailed information on the documentary and get an idea of the brand itself and what it represents. In turn, from the website, they can then access the documentary on other platforms such as iTunes or connect to other sites like that of the BBC. Another key thing that is important when creating a sense of branding, I've noticed, is being consistent with your brand image. To have continuity so that your audience can recognize the different products immediately. And this is what I've achieved by having similar typography for the Get Schooled name and a black to white contrast between the two words. Last time we touched upon some branding decisions as well. Like I explained, I chose to not include the name of the director on the poster except in the blurb. This is because when people look at the products, they focus on specific elements with different intensities. So they spread their concentration, and what I wanted to do to create a strong branding sense was focus all of it on the Get Schooled brand itself, not putting other, let's say, distractor in the poster. I mean, the other elements are important as well. They're not something that distracts. They're something that should be there. But in terms of brand, the title is what I want the audience to concentrate on. This concept that I just explained is a neuromarketing concept. And if you want to know more about this, because it's very interesting and very useful, especially as more research develops, I suggest checking out neuroimaging if you're genuinely curious. So anyways, what we also touched upon last time was the fact that I included a shop in a website for a documentary, something that is usually not found. Well, this allows branding of my product to enter a more domestic or large sphere, where the people wearing a t-shirt, for example, help me spread the brand, or the ones with the cup are constantly reminded of it. So that's basically it in terms of branding and the advice I was planning to give you. And so I hope you found also this episode useful, and I'll see you next time when we'll talk about audiences.